Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Chupacabra's lair. We're back for some more Dolphin Fondling Simulator 2015. I'm your host, Larry, the underwater Chupacabra, and well, we've got some things that I've worked on since we last did a video. Things look very much the same as they did when we left. However, I've made a few upgrades to the base past this fancy bulkhead. We now have a proper living quarters for our base with, we've got a cool aquarium, and we've got some windows where I can sit on these, benches and stare out at the crap flowing in the waves and go slowly insane. And I think that's pretty delicious. So, aside from screw-assing around with some of the different, base building stuff, I did discover some different things, found some other things, and that means that it's time that we went ahead and built ourselves a fragment analyzer, which is what's going to, that's that fragment analyzer right here. And that's going to let us analyze all of these little components that I've been finding everywhere so that we can unlock new blueprints. Because, I mean, apparently the ship we came in on, the Aurora, it didn't really have, like, a guidebook on how to build technology, but the robot has basically like an HP, like, scanner from the future, and we're gonna build that. But just to save some time, I've actually set aside some components to build it down in my, my evil laboratory thingamajigger. So there we go. We can, and this requires what? 2 titanium, a wiring kit, computer chip, and a fragment analyzer blueprint. So we're just going to build this cute little sucker. And I'm going to, so I know you guys were saying that I should build a sea moth or something, but I think the best bet for us right now is to start by building, this other thingamajig while that thing analyzes those workbench fragments. So what was I going to build? Over here, where all my junk is. So we've got this building bay that we can climb on top of if it will decide not to lag out. And we can build a Cyclops, which is like, I think like a one-man submarine. And we should probably consider, like, getting this ready to go. And then that'll make it really easy to find components for the Sea Moth, which I haven't unlocked it yet, but I've got to imagine that it is stupidly expensive. So for this we need 5 plat steel ingots, 5 enameled glass, 2 lubricant, and an advanced wiring kit. So I'm going to need to go find an S&M club for some lubricant later. But for right now, I think we have some of the components to make that other stuff. So what do we got in here? I'm gonna need the gold, I think. And so let's see here. Resources, basic materials. We need plat steel ingots, which require lithium. Oh, is that thing done already? Shit, I thought that was gonna take like at least 30 minutes. Shit. Alright, fragment analyzer, what you got for me? Oh, it doesn't look like it has anything. Oh, but we can make a workbench now. Advanced fabrication station. Well, we will do that next time, but for right now, I'm more concerned with, what we need in order to build that, whatchamajigget. The Cyclops? So we need in here, we need a plat steel ingot, which requires titanium, and some of that lithium that we found before. So we'll probably need a bunch more lithium. And we also need 5 enameled glass. And those require stalker tooths. And I thought, so this is why I was asking people in the comments before, about whether or not I can, like, you know, shoot people or things in the face, because I thought you had to kill stalkers in order to get their teeth. But, it's looking like that's not the case, because while, like, right after I quit recording the last session, where did I put those? I found, oh, here they are. I found some stalker teeth just kind of floating around on the ocean floor for whatever reason. So those are right here, and those are required to make the fancy glass, which will eventually allow us to build a big cool observatory, which is like this big honkin' room, but, you know, it's just made out of reinforced glass that doesn't murder you if you use too much of it. In fact, I was gonna build one up here next to this other fish tank, but sometimes hull integrity in this game for your, base is a little bit weird at times. So I actually added one too many windows to this place originally, and then like half of it flooded, which is the reason why I put in all these bulkheads, so that the place doesn't flood while I'm gone. Or if anything like explodes near me. So anyway, let's throw in some sea moth fragments. I think I brought some of those back with me, so that I can start researching, because God knows that didn't take very long at all to research. Oh, did I only bring one back with me? I guess I did. I must have thrown the rest of them away, because I had like 5 of these before I understood what they were for. I'll bet there's one back over in the original base's storage. Oh, not really a base, but like the escape pod, which is still on fire for some reason. Let's see what we got in here. Ah, here we go. Sea moth fragment. And we've got another workbench fragment, terraformer fragment, terraformer fragment. I'm curious what the terraformer does in this game. Because, well, like, we're a part of a terraforming crew, but, like, does it make, like, a new biome underwater? Can we, like, make, like, a biome of, like, undersea red grass or something so that we can, like, farm silver? Because that would be pretty sweet. So, wait, what was I doing? I was gonna analyze the sea moth fragments. And those go, like, really fast, so we'll be able to build that pretty quickly. I was very much under the assumption when I got in here that, like, researching stuff was gonna take a really long time, because I think it was the ad games guy, you were saying to me that, the more fragments you use, the faster it goes. But this also doesn't really seem like it takes a lot of time at all, so I don't know what to think about that. So we need to go get some lithium now, and in order to do that, I have set up something over by the area that I have codenamed the Ledge. So before we go, I need to get some batteries going, because we have a whole bunch of stuff. I'll let that fish go. I'll eat his friends a little later. I need to get a couple batteries going because I completely abuse my sea glider. And we're gonna go and do a little bit of more in-depth exploration of the deep sea today. Let's see. I'm gonna probably keep most of this shit on me, except the salt deposits. I'll probably leave those here. But I'm gonna make some water for the road. So we'll put some disinfected water. There we go. A whole bunch of it. I started to run out of fish around the basic base as well. It's kind of been a pain in the ass, really. Oh shit. Already done, huh? Well, look at you, Fragment Analyzer. Look at you being fancy, alright. Oh wait, I want the propulsion cannon first. I have these terraformer fragments, but I want that fancy propulsion cannon. I found one of those, fragments earlier, and while there isn't necessarily, like, a thing in this game that murders stuff, I think it's really cool that we can get any kind of gun at all, because sometimes it's just a waste of time and effort to go out and, like, find a new biome just to have a new creature try to eat your face off the first, like, 5 seconds that you're there. We got more workbench fragments in here. I don't really think I need too much of this, but I will take that glass. Got a lot of spare titanium in here and some gold that I will take with us. But what I really wanted to do is, what does that sea moth require? Come here, you. Come on, Daddy needs a new sea moth. Oh, maybe sea moth is... Oh, sea moth is the one-person submersible. Oh, and it is stupid cheap. Alright, well, I'm still gonna work towards building the Cyclops, because that seems pretty cool. But I will totally build a sea moth first, or soon. I mean, that seems really, really handy. It's kind of like... You could take out your SUV for a ride, or you could just, take out your sports car and just go and explore. So anyway, I started kind of perusing around a little far and wide to try and figure out what other stuff we should do. And I discovered that in pretty much every direction, there's like the same general sorts of biomes everywhere. And so like, here you go, here's another grassy plateau. I didn't actually need to swim as far as I was originally. But here's a gigantic grassy plateau with all this blood grass. And more... What fragment is this? Now that we have a fragment analyzer, I actually give a crap. That's a terraformer fragment. That'll be super duper handy. But yeah, there's this huge bloodgrass plateau over here. And then I discovered that there is a second reef back over here. And this is important because, like, I badly needed things like quartz. There were just nothing around that I could get my hands on anymore. I had pretty much farmed that other spot to death. You know, it was pretty much devoid of both life, because I ate all the fishes long since, and also it was pretty devoid of materials as well. Mostly the quartz. You need a lot of quartz, and quartz can be just a tad on the expensive side. So anyway, previously we had just discovered that there's this really slick looking biome at like really deep, just on the edge of the grassy plateaus biome down here, where we got all these mushrooms and stuff, or what look like mushroom trees, and they've got like these jellyfish creatures, like they look like jellyfish manta rays, as like the whole frickin' environment lags while I come down and try to see everything. And this is also where we were finding all of this juicy lithium. And so, just to make sure that I had enough oxygen to hang out down here and do stuff, I decided that I should make a secondary base. Call it one of my, outposts, if you will, where I do sorts of crazy sci-fi experiments. So yeah, we come in here, and it's got all the amenities of home, it really does. Like, you come in here, and there's a giant reinforced bulkhead, and my fabricator, and weird tunnels underground, like I'm, like, performing weird, unethical experiments, and I've also got a fish tank, full of all of my fishy friends. Well, I will come up here, and I'll stare out at the void, going further insane because there's really nothing to look at out there. And then I come over and tell the fish that one day soon I will eat them. And then I come in here and I take out one of the peepers and I put it in my mouth. So, it's an interesting time for everyone involved, it really is. So I'm actually gonna drink one of these waters, and let me just store the stuff that I don't need immediately, like all this silver and junk. Oh hey, we got the propulsion cannon now. Hell yes. Can I build that from in here? Tools, propulsion cannon. I need an advanced wiring kit and some silicon rubber. Alright. I think I actually have the stuff for one of those advanced wiring kits. I need some gold. And then I need... Oh, I need a computer chip for that. So what does their computer chip require? Silver ore and coral samples. So let's get out some silver ore and let's go snag some coral. I actually really want to fart around with an explosive propulsion cannon, or at least I hope it's an explosive propulsion cannon. Because if it's just a regular laser cannon, that would be kinda lame, if I do say so myself. So what do we got down over here? There's no like coral or anything. I think a lot of the basic materials are still probably back up here in the default biome. So what do we got up here? This is the kelp forest. Come on, Larry needs some coral. Here we go. That delicious red table coral that I so love and crave. Whoa, come back, I need you. Get in my inventory. And you know, since I'm here, I should probably just make a couple of, like, computer chips, because they seem to be used more and more as time progresses. So let's see, come in here. We'll build a couple of the old computer chips, which, what did they require? Quartz, which I don't have a super lot of, but we have an advanced wiring kit now. And we should be able to build a murder rifle once we have more quartz to build, like, the silicon rubber and stuff. Did I have any of that in here? I could have sworn I had rubber of some variety. Oh, here's all of my frickin' sea moth fragments. Nicely done, Larry, you spicy bastard. Alright, so we need some quartz, which isn't a huge deal. There is lots of it all over the place. And funny enough, it's actually in, like, a lot of caves around here. Like, there's a whole bunch of places where the only way to get at stuff is by going underground. Which is okay, because this area doesn't have all those murdery pufferfish. But it's also kind of questionable, because, well, it's hard to, like, navigate in the caves. Because, like, the lighting in this game, when you go underground, and you're not in, like, direct sunlight, it gets a little bit derpy. Like in here. Like, there's glowy stuff, yes. But it's also hard to see which way you came from. So you gotta pay attention to which way you came into these caves. Or else you're gonna drown. That's pretty much the only thing that's gonna happen to you. Here we go, some more quartz. I mean, I think it was pretty early in this series, actually, that I found myself deep underground and murdered, trying to escape from exploding pufferfish. The jihad jellyfish, if you will. I don't know what that deal is. It seems weird that, like, in anyone's mind, a creature would evolve to suicide. But then again, I also thought about the fact that, like, the whatchamacallits, bees exist. And when a bee stings you, for the most part, they are going to die. Like, the sting is the last act of their very short-lived insectoid existence. And there's really there's no way around that. Half of their intestines get torn out their backside when they sting you. So really, it's an act of love when the bee touches your backside and stings you in the butt. It really is. I mean, why else would they commit Sudoku, and sting you to save their hive if they didn't care about you, and care about you not getting stung to death by their brethren, who will then sting you to death, because one of the things that gets ejected from their behind is a pheromone sac. Alright, well, I'm having trouble in the daytime figuring out where all this quartz is, because I've pretty much farmed up a lot of the surface quartz. But we have enough for that silicone rubber, so let's go back down to the ledge research facility, and let's see about making that propulsion rifle before we go, because we need some type of new sciencey technology. It's just been way too long since we've had a new toy to play with. So, we'll grab some silicon rubber. And let's see what this propulsion rifle... Warps gravity to push and pull objects. Alright. And, here we go. We got a propulsion rifle. It's actually pretty big. Let's assign that to number 4. That's a fish. Here we go. Propulsion rifle. I won't be using this in, the base, because that would be really stupid. But, let's see what it does when we get down here. And... does this have to be used on, like, a living thing? Do I have to go tase one of these bad boys? Doesn't seem to do anything. Like, I'm clicking it. Oh! Oh, it's like a gravity gun. I mean, sure it says that, but okay, so I can use it to, like, throw stuff at things. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. It also undulates weirdly, like it's a really pissed off cow's udder. You see this? It's like, as I pointed at something that it can affect, it undulates. Like it's really excited. Alright, I'm gonna shoot one of those tentacletrons with it. Come here, you. Come here. There we go. Come here. I'm gonna shoot you at the tentacletron and see if it gets pissed off. Come here. Fishy. Oh, I'm like destroying the mushroom trees now. LOL. Come back! Come back, fishy. I just want to murder you. Apparently it doesn't launch stuff. But alright, so we have a propulsion rifle thing.
30 seconds of oxygen.
That's pretty cool. I mean, it's better than not having a cool sci-fi laser gun, so, you know, whatever, man. I'm not gonna judge. I mean, it could certainly be more murdery, but whatever. It's fine. It's fine! Alright, well that's it for this one, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Larry the Chupacabra for some more Subnautica. We'll work towards building a Cyclops soon, as well as a Sea Moth. I mean, we could probably build both of them in rapid succession. Although, I'm not really sure what exactly you do with it once you've got it. Like, can we build a garage for it? Or, I don't know. So anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for joining me. I'll catch you crazies later. Have a good one, everybody. Bye.